Plebe, Ecuador, not answering the questions. The judges' lack of comprehension. Now they're blaming the judges for not
But the reality is
not knowing English very well. Yeah.
Okay. I have to say that compared to when she competed in Grand, her English has improved a lot. Okay, honestly. But if you really analyze the top 5 girls, okay, none of them really answered correctly. If you really look at it, you know, if you really analyze like what they were asking, they kind of like, I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if they didn't listen, they didn't hear the question correctly. I don't know what the hell, but none of them answered the question correctly. So it's kind of like vote you as a judge, then you're voting as per, well, who spoke more eloquently or more secure in their speaking tone, because none of them really answered the questions. You know, it gets to that.
I actually disagree with you, because I think like Miss Philippines actually answered the question, because the question said like, why should we select you, right? Basically, that was the question, to be the next Miss Supranational. And she said, because she has discipline. And I know the question itself was quite shady, because it sounded like because Antonia went to Miss Universe, that now they are changing the rules for the contract for the winner. So for me, I think Miss Philippines answered it because she stayed disciplined and someone who is faithful to the organization. So, she will not go to another pageant in case she wins, which is exactly what Antonia did, which she won Supra, but she still went for a bigger pageant. So I think Miss Philippines actually answered the question and she had a really good delivery. But I do agree that other girls, especially like Ecuador, and like there were a couple of others like Vietnam, who did not answer the question, and maybe they lost in the translation. And I wish they actually used translators like the Mr. did, like Mr. Spain did. So I don't think like those 2 girls actually answered the questions, especially Ecuador and Vietnam.
Well, Vietnam, her English was extremely limited, and she didn't even have a translator. So I think that was a very unfair advantage for her.
Ecuador?
For Vietnam.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. And usually
I didn't understand why she was in the top 5 anyway. Well, that was a factor.
Yeah, to me, that was like a shocker. That place could have gone to I don't know, India or even Zimbabwe. Or
Peru.
Or Peru or Puerto Rico or whatever. It's just like, what happened? So I think again, another conspiracy theory. We all know she advanced to the top 24 because of fan vote, but the fact that she made it all the way to top 10 to me was like what was that? And even a shocker when she made it to the top 5.
Yes.
So I can only think that maybe there was some huge money involved, like some sort of like bribe going on. Maybe the organization received some good money, or maybe Vietnam eventually is putting a bid to host the pageant.
That's
in
possible.
The future.
Yep. That
Who knows?
That is possible. Yes.
And they're paving the way, for Vietnam.
Just like Miss Grand.
Well, yeah. So I thought, okay, there was something's very fishy about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so from top 24, moving on to